Hey, good morning everyone. Today is January 1st, 2016. Happy New Year. This is the Road Biker. This morning I wanted to talk to you about my entry-level road bike, which is a Volano Shadow. I bought this online and it cost me every bit of $300. And I wanted to talk to those of you out there who are considering doing what I did, which is to say, buy an entry-level road bike and what sort of expectations you should have for putting that kind of money into, which is considered a very inexpensive entry-level bike. The first thing that you should expect from something like this is that you'll probably be buying it online. There are a number of outlets that you can buy bicycles like this or this exact bike, which would be in the price range of anywhere from $300, $400, $500. What you can expect is that the bike will be shipped to you in a box. And what you also can expect is that you're going to have to be putting the bike together yourself or bringing it to a local bike shop. In general, you should be able to put together the bike yourself, which is to say, the rear wheel should come attached to the bike. You'll have to put the front wheel on and put the handlebars on. And generally speaking, all the cables and all the controls should already be hooked up for you, including the chain. But that is not to say that it's ready to ride. Seat adjustment needs to be made, and more than likely you'll have to get the derailleur, that is the shifting mechanism, adjusted so that the shifting works correctly for you. The other thing that you should expect to do is to spend another $50, $60, $80 or so and replace your tires. Generally speaking, on an inexpensive road bike, you will get very cheap tires. Cheap tires translate to a higher possibility of getting a puncture or flat on the road, and you don't want that. So what I did was I spent another $80, I believe, totally, for a front and a back new tire. These are gator skin tires made by Continental, and they have a good reputation, and they are designed to be very much puncture resistant, if not puncture proof. I bought this bike 3 months ago. I've been riding it for 3 months. I put 1,200 miles on it. I haven't had any problems at all with punctures. So, the other thing that I wanted to really focus in on this topic of what you can expect, you can expect, and you should expect, that this bike or any bike function as good as any bike priced at a higher level. And that is to say that the brakes should work, and they should work adequately or better than expected. The bike should be ready to ride after you've got it assembled and maybe dealt with a bike shop. And that you should expect that the shifting should function correctly. That I found would be the most frustrating and dissatisfying thing that you can have on a bike, is a bike that doesn't shift properly. Now, here's the interesting thing. As I said, I've had this bike for 3 months, and about a month ago, I started thinking twice about my buying this bike because my shifting wasn't performing up to what I felt it should. I started thinking about investing $300, $400, $600 in another group set and replace the 7 speeds that this bike came with a 10 or 11 speed. For those of you who are not familiar with group set is everything on the bike other than the seat and the frame and the wheels. That's your shifters, your gearing, your cassette, your crankset, and so forth. And the reason I was thinking about investing that kind of money in this bike to improve the shifting is because it wasn't shifting as I expected it to. Although I had taken it to a local bike shop and they did adjust the shifting for me, and I felt like when I got done trying the bike out that it functioned correctly and satisfactorily. But over the last 200 or 300 miles, I have been somewhat frustrated with the fact that the bike doesn't shift as crisply as I thought it could. And again, I thought, well, that's because it's a $300 bike. What do you expect? Well, oddly enough, I recently rode with someone who has a Cervelo, which is a $3,000 or $4,000 bicycle. She bought it secondhand. So as we were riding, we were climbing a hill, and she was shifting from her large chain ring to her lower chain ring to help negotiate the hill. She might have had a cross-chain situation, but what happened was when she shifted, her chain came off the chain ring. And that started me thinking in terms of, well, you know, that's a $4,000 bike, a $3,000 bike anyway. That thing should be absolutely flawless. There should be no problems with it at all. So it wasn't the components of the bike, even though they're a much higher grade than this one, obviously. The problem with that bike was that it wasn't adjusted correctly. So that started the wheels turning about what my issue might be. So again, my expectations were that this bike was only going to be so good because it was only, I only paid $300 for it, and that's the kind of shifting I could expect. So I spent a little time on YouTube and did some research, and I found some very good videos on how to adjust the rear derailleur, and I put them into practice. And in fact, yesterday was the first day I took the bike out after making those adjustments, and I will tell you, the bike shifts like butter. Absolutely smooth, reliable, quiet, unbelievable. It was like an entirely different bike. So for those of you who are interested in buying yourself a bike, getting into road biking, and wondering about what you can expect to get for your money for either a $300 bike or a $2,000 bike, you should expect that bike to perform flawlessly when it's adjusted correctly. And that's the key. If the local bike shop that you bring something to doesn't meet up to your satisfaction, you know, take the time to learn about what's going on with the mechanics of yourself and then try tweaking it yourself. It's not that hard to do, and the results will amaze you. So to kind of wrap this whole thing up, what you should expect from a entry-level road bike or any other road bike is something that works well for you, something that you enjoy riding, something that you are happy to have and enjoy all year long. Here it is, January 1st, 2016. I'm in southern Connecticut. It's still riding season as far as I'm concerned. As long as there isn't snow or ice on the ground, I'm up and running. So I hope that your shopping experience and what you find suits your needs. And I will just say one other thing about the subject. I don't think you can make any mistakes in buying a bike. Buy a bike that makes you happy, ride it, and enjoy it. So this is the Road Biker. Today is January 1st, 2016. Happy New Year, and we'll see you again.